Hello everyone, this is Globku and Deathcowe taking a look at Team Fortress 2. We are magical noob. I forgot about that part.
Okay, my part now. Let's start with the beginning. It's of course Team Fortress 2 is a shooter. So you have different kinds of game modes. You have team deathmatch, you have arena, you have payload, and what the most important, the most creative part of the game is payload, I think, because it's very original. Because you have to defend a moving train, for example. Which
I don't remember any shooter with a payload kind of game.
That's why it's so creative, my
Yeah.
opinion. So also you have to move a train from one point to another, and the other opponent try to stop you to do that. So you have to pass different stations that are checkpoints, and if you got to the end, you won a match. And for example, you can move the train faster by using a scout. Then the train is moving twice as fast. And then you can use other classes as the heavy to take a lot of damage and defend the train, for example.
Yeah, that's a lot of information. First of all, you should know Team Fortress 2 is a first-person shooter. That should be obvious to everyone. And you have different classes, like Deathcowe was saying. And every class is completely different in the way you play. The Scout, for example, is a very fast class, and he helps move the trains and capture control points much faster, twice as fast actually. And yeah, 9 classes overall. Sorry. And each one of them have their strengths and their weaknesses.
They're all as important in the game, in a match. So.
Exactly. If you're playing with a big team, it's important that you don't have like 9 snipers or 9 scouts.
Then you get killed.
Yeah, you're not gonna win the game like that. So this is a sequel to the first Team Fortress game, which was originally a mod for Quake, the first Quake. It was made in '96, and then this one came out on the Orange Box in 2007, more than 10 years later. And it became a free-to-play game in 2011. So this game is currently free-to-play. You can just go in, and all you have to spend money on is hats in case you want to buy them.
Yeah, that's a good thing about this franchise, because there also was news that this was the greatest decision that they ever made, making Team Fortress 2 free. So from the god damn it.
Yeah.
The God fucking damn it. I hope you can cut this out.
Nope. I'm leaving this in.
I lost my words in English.
So, one of the biggest decisions they've made was to make this free to play. And where were you going next?
That the most advertisement they got for the game. There never became as much players in a few months as it was free to play. So
yeah, I guess that was to be expected. I mean, they made such an awesome game free, so it's a bit natural that a lot of people would be joining in. I guess that was to be expected, but that's just me.
But I also find amusing is the Steam Workshop, which players can create their own items and people can vote on it. And if your item has a lot of votes, they add it to the game.
Yeah, that is awesome. And yeah, they have they are constantly updating the game. They are constantly fixing bugs and adding new items to it. So you never know when your item might be in there. So what else? I guess we can talk a bit more in detail about the game modes. You've already talked about payload. There are 2 types of payload actually. One is attack and defense. Basically, the blue team will be pushing the car while the red team stops them from pushing the car.
Train.
Yeah, only one train. And then there's the payload race, which the blue team and the red team each have their own car, and it's a race to the finish line. And the thing is, where you start with the red car is sometimes where you finish with the blue car. So you will be meeting the other team a lot during the map. So some of the races though are like side to side. The cars are just next to each other, and the lines are just next to each other. So yeah, there's a lot of chaos going on.
That's a funny part of the game.
Yeah, I don't remember another game, like I said before, having this type of game mode.
No.
What we're watching right now is Capture the Flag. or capture the briefcase in this case.
Indeed.
It's pretty much your standard capture the flag. I'm the red team. This wasn't a good idea going to the blues right there. But
The good old sentry.
yeah, that's an engineer gun. Like we said at the beginning, classes have their strengths and their weaknesses. And the engineer is kind of cool. If you survive for a long time, you get to build up your sentry guns, your dispensers, teleporters, and if you level them up enough, they become very, very strong.
And it's decisive in the gameplay. If you get teleporters in the right places, you can get overwhelmed very quickly.
Keep the pressure on the opponent.
Yep.
We also have King of the Hill, which was the first game mode we saw in this video. Oh look, Amputate is playing Batman Arkham City. I forgot to edit that out. Okay. The first game mode we were watching was King of the Hill. There's a control point in the middle of the map, and if your team captures it, there's a timer that starts going down if your team has captured it. If it doesn't have it, the timer stops. So the first team to empty their timer wins. That's King of the Hill. This we're watching right now is a control point. You can see by the interface on the bottom of the screen, there are 3 blue controlled points, and the 4th is being captured. Actually, we're defending it right now. The first team to capture all the control points wins. So it's kind of a race as well. And this control points game mode also has another variant to it, which is pretty much like Payload. Only one team attacks and only one team defends. Usually there's only 2. I might be wrong in this, but usually there's only 2 control points.
Yeah.
And the blue team has to capture them both, and the red team is just preventing them from capturing. It's not they're just defending. They're not attacking.
It's one of my favorite gaming modes because if you get a good setup, you can win always. So.
Like all game modes, really.
Yeah, but
if you're getting it set up.
I like the attack defending.
Yeah. So, what else is there to this game? A lot of customization of your characters. You can, like I said, you can buy hats, but that's just for the looks. But you can also have different weapons. I found out it was a bad idea to step in there. You can also have different weapons that are, some of them you have to pay, but others you unlock by getting achievements or just playing randomly. You will get them over time.
You can buy weapons. I didn't know.
Yeah, some weapons you can. They're not necessarily better weapons or not. It's
a collector's item.
Some of them have power-ups, but the thing about it is that every weapon that has a power-up also has something worse than the original weapon. So, for example, if you get let's say the heavy has a machine gun. If you get you can get a machine gun that slows your enemies every time it hits them, but it also spins slower. So there's advantages and there's disadvantages to it. And I guess the paid weapons are the same. They oh look, Amputate is playing Arkham City again. Shit. Yeah. And this is the payload we were talking about, the payload race. You can see both cars right next to each other, and we're just pushing them to the finish line. Any final thoughts on the game, Deathcowe?
It's a very good game. It's free, of course, but the gameplay is very, very good. The graphics are awesome because of the cartoony look, and yeah, it's actually a game that cannot get old because it stays fun. So I will play it a lot if I have time.
Yeah, you can be very good at this and play this every day, or you can just play this casually. You won't. It's very easy to learn how to play this. It's point and click. It's like every shooter. We're taking a look at the menu right now and the customization.
That's also a funny part of the game, the crafting part. That you can make your own weapons by destroying other things to get building materials, and you can build your own weapons then.
I've never tried that because it takes ages.
Yeah, it takes ages, but it's an original part of the game. So
yeah, Yeah,
It's also pretty
it's
fun. You
pretty
can
cool.
also trade items, by the way, with your Steam account. So
Like you said on the back, like you saw on the backpack, maybe I have some items that are repeated. Like I have the charging targe. I have it like 3 times, so I can trade that to another friend if they don't have it, and they can give me their stuff as well. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you, Deathcowe, for joining me, and taking a look at this video.
okay.
And if you guys have any requests, this game has almost 400 achievements right now.
Achievements.
Yeah, and they're a bit hard. Or if you need any tips playing with any of the classes or any of the game modes, just let us know in the comments. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye. You don't say bye bye.
Bye bye.